Doman, thank you very much for the video submission. I really do appreciate it. Video submissions are my favorite because not only do you get a break from hearing me talk, you get a break from looking at my face. The suggestion, I should do paid reviews because it could improve my channel by allowing me to hire an editor or buy a home with more space for the studio. First thing I want to say, thank you very much for the suggestion, and thank you very much for the massive vote of confidence. I do have to agree with you. Accepting massive bundles of cash from companies to do quote-unquote reviews would afford me the opportunity, would afford me the ability to hire an editor, to lighten my workload, and most likely to buy a home and have more space for the studio. But as it's abundantly clear, because I've talked about this in the past, I don't like the idea that money changes hands between a reviewer and a company that is being reviewed, because that makes the relationship very questionable. You may be the most ethical person, you may be the most moral person, you may be the most transparent person, but that relationship existing, that monetary change, the change of money between reviewer and company being reviewed, it muddies the water too much for me. It makes it a bit too murky, and I don't like that. I like to think of myself as being a highly ethical and highly moral person who is incredibly transparent with how my channel is run, with my relationships with companies, and over years, I hope that has developed a certain level of trust. But at the same time, I have never had a company dangling thousands of dollars in front of me saying, that negative thing right there, how about you ignore that this time around? How about you ignore that? $4,000 isn't enough? How about $5,000? Can you ignore it now? I've never had that. I have also, just like I've never had a video earn me $5,000. So if I had that amount of money dangled in front of me, what if I then found out, wait a second, I guess I'm not as ethical and moral and as stand-up of a guy as I once thought I was. I'd like to think that I would be able to say, give me the check. I'm going to ignore your requests. I will review it like I review everything else. Pros, cons, disclosures, all of it. There's the information. But then what if the company says, we didn't like it, we're not going to pay you. We didn't like it, we're not going to give you the opportunity to earn that $5,000 next go around. And what if I'm used to that? 4 videos a month? That's $20,000 every single month. $5,000 a video, rather. $20,000 a month. Going from a few $100s a month in pay to $20,000? I don't want to see how I would behave with that level of temptation. It's the same reason why I have zero desire to do drugs. Because what if I end up loving it? What if I end up loving it? And what if I end up loving earning 20 grand a month? What if I become acclimated to it and I just need more and more and more, and then my morals become more blurred and unclear, and my ethics become a little bit shadier? Because no, $20,000 isn't enough now. Now I need 25. Now I need 30. I need to push more products. Now I need to start advertising Raid Shadow Legends and VPN companies. I don't care how it negatively impacts anybody. I just need money. I'd like to think that I would be able to hold up to the temptation, to hold up against the blurring of the lines of ethics and morals, and stand firm, stay strong. But I don't know if I'd be able to. $20,000 is a lot of money. And a video, a dedicated video, probably on my channel would go for about $5,000 a pop. So it's not about saying reviewers can't do it. I don't give a heck what any other content creators do. I would say once you receive payment from a company, it is no longer a review. It is some form of an advertisement. But that's beside the point. This is about me being honest with myself and the potential impact that that amount of money would have on me. And because I am an independent content creator, because I don't have any compartmentalization between ad sales, between marketing, between anything, it is just me. I get all the emails from the companies. I interact with these companies. Because of that, I need to go above and beyond to ensure my ethics, my morals, my impartiality, if that's a word, my trustworthiness is all intact. And it is better than the companies that do have compartmentalization. I have to go above and beyond to maintain that level of trust. As it stands, I can't even afford to hire a shorts editor. Having that level of income would be nice. And whenever I go on Twitter, there are so many threads. Oh, here's how much money you're making. Oh, here's how you get better click-through rates. And then you earn billions of dollars. And I see people discussing how much money they make. I question how I've handled YouTube. I question why I try to be ethical in a system that is very unethical. There's a lot of unethical behavior. Especially when I look at my bank account, I question, why the heck do I have to be ethical? This stinks. I want money. But here we are. And I am fine with that because I did not set out to make a boatload of money from the channel. I did not start making reviews to make a boatload of money. I started making videos to help people make more informed decisions, and I do everything within my power to ensure that nothing outside of myself and my experience with the gear that I'm testing influences that review, influences my opinion. I don't care if a company stops sending me crap. I'll buy the heckin' thing if I want to review it. I'll buy the heckin' thing if enough people request it. So I have zero obligation to any of these companies as it stands. It's just nice to just shows up. Okay, now I can review it and be as honest as possible and share my opinions with the world. Zero impact on me. I know people will disagree with me. No, that is impacting your opinion. And that is why I disclose it, because I don't just want people to be able to make an informed decision, an informed purchasing decision based on what I share. I want people to be able to make an informed decision on whether or not they trust me. That's why I am so transparent with everything that I do. I feel as though I'm rambling at this point. I don't want to find out that I am not ethical by having $20,000 dangled in front of my face and saying, I'll take the money. Just tell me what to say. I don't want to find out. Just like I'm not going to find out if I love drugs. That's why I won't do drugs. Don't want to find out. Thank you. I think we all learned something very important about me. Today. We have a video submission from Doman, or Daily Tech News. Let's go ahead and go to that video submission. Take it away, Doman.
Hello, Bandrew and the listeners of the Bippity Boppity Boop Bop Bop Sass podcast. My name is Doman, also known as the occasional commenter on Bandrew's videos by the name of Daily Tech News. So today I just wanted to share my thoughts about paid reviews, which is something that I know you've talked about a lot in the past, Bandrew, so that's exactly why I want to bring it up again. So the big negative is that you would be called a shill by a minority of your audience. That having companies pay for your reviews would make your videos a little bit worse. However, you are already paying a lot for simply not doing paid reviews, because if you were bringing in more money with Podcastage, perhaps you could more easily justify a editor, which would free up your time a whole lot and perhaps even make us get a bonus Podcastage videos every 2 weeks or something like that. Or you could perhaps finally buy a home or a studio, which would enable you to have even more space and to even further optimize your video making process. So my personal opinion would be for you to just focus your energy towards finding a way to most efficiently communicate to your viewers that you are doing a paid review. For instance, during your proximity or the spoken word test, you could just say, for full transparency, this company X has sent me this microphone. They have paid for this review. That in no way, shape, or form affects my opinion. It just means that they are paying me to take my time and review their product. But of course, paid reviews do mean that there will be a minority of people that will be calling you a shill. However, like Marcus Aurelius said, to expect bitter and such people to not be bitter and such is like expecting an olive tree to not bear olives. Now, it could deviate from its standard behavior and not do so, but most likely it is going to bear olives. And the way that I personally deal with such comments is if someone just doesn't have the appropriate knowledge about the topic, I just don't care about their opinion on the said topic. For instance, in the computer processor space, there is AMD and Intel, and AMD is currently way more popular than Intel. So back in October, I made a video just saying like, hey guys, maybe slow down on the AMD hype. You know, this is a company, they don't actually care about you. And if you actually look at Intel, in certain price points, you are getting more value for your money. And oh boy, did I receive a lot of backlash. I mean, people calling me an Intel shill was the lightest thing that I was called. However, I just asked myself, were my intentions good? Well, yes, I was just trying to inform people to try and get them to have the best value for their money if they're going to be buying a processor. And then are these people informed enough about the topic to be sharing their opinions so confidently? And if they are unable to provide a good argument, I just do not care about their opinion because there's already too many great quality opinions out there that you can't actually view all of those. So to wrap it up, I think you should be looking into paid reviews because I think the pros outweigh the cons, because down the line this could improve your channel and your life, and I'm pretty sure that anyone's opinion that would actually matter to you is gonna remain the same. So that's just what I think anyway. So Bandrew, I hope you and your viewers have a wonderful day.